Sustainable development and contribute to global peace. The Swiss Cooperation Office supports Serbia and its society in democratic and economic reform processes on the path to integration. Switzerland is one of Serbia's 4 major bilateral cooperation partners. This partnership is also rooted in mutual trust, respect, understanding, and also quite sizable Serbian diaspora living in Switzerland. I guess some of them are here today. In fact, the Serbian diaspora is so big that they say that almost every citizen of our country has a relative living in Switzerland, or at least knows someone who lives there. And from them we have learned that the Swiss like to organize referendums. So today we will also have a kind of a poll opinion, in fact opinion poll. So you get ready to vote. I guess all of you who are seated have seen. First, I would like to ask you if you have eaten your chocolate invitation, the sweet reminder for this event. Did you? Their names here on the screen, so I will...
Na mogućnosti da govorim danas na panelu i zahvaljujem se našim domaćinima, pre svega gospodinu Geu kao ambasadoru Švajcarske konfederacije i gospođi Ursuli koja evo uspešno vodi SDC ovde u Beogradu. Koristim priliku da pozdravim sve vas, naročito gospodina ministra Đorđevića koji nam se pridružio, naravno moje drage i uvažene kolege iz Ministarstva državne uprave i lokalne samouprave, stalne konferencije grada, ali i svih drugih dragih gostiju koji su nas pridružili ovde u Beogradu, je pre svega i u brojnosti naše dijaspore, ali i u mogućnosti da nam švajcarska vlada kroz rad SDC-a i njihovih programa za razvoj pomogne baš na onaj način kakav nama treba. To se pokazalo, evo imao sam tu privilegiju da tokom prethodne 4 godine radeći na reforme javne uprave u Ministarstvu državne uprave i lokalne samouprave na lokalnom nivou bude iskorišteno na najbolji mogući način i upravo ova strategija koja se nastavlja od 2018. do 2021. govori koliko smo u prethodnom periodu bili uspešni. Neke stvari smo možda odlagali zato što smo imali potrebe da radimo nešto važnije. Srbija je naime, kao što znate, prošla kroz proces fiskalne konsolidacije, ali paralelno sa tim razmišljali smo i dobili podršku od naravno naših švajcarskih prijatelja da ostvarimo uštede, da dođemo do najvažnijih informacija koje su nam u momentima odluka u kom će pravcu reforme ići i nedostajale. Razvija i kao business intelligence daljom nadogradnjom u kome ćemo imati praktično sve podatke, ali ne samo investiranje, već i za svaku vrstu podrške na lokalnom nivou. Zatim,
to the President of the Republic of Serbia, Aleksandar Vučić, in the early June. This is just an illustration to show how excellent our political relations are. From an economic point of view, we have modest relations, modest to medium relations so far. But as the rule of law is going to improve in the future, there will be, I'm absolutely convinced, some much more interest of our companies to invest in Serbia, to create jobs. because Switzerland is a large foreign investor in Europe. Then we spoke about the diaspora, which is also a very specific feature. The diaspora, 200,000 people who are actually living and working in Switzerland. They do contribute to the economic and social prosperity of our country. And last but not least, it's our cooperation, which is very important, which is strong, but we'll discuss more into details later on.
Maybe it is.
So we are neighbors. Europe would not be Europe without the Western Balkans. Europe would not be Europe without Serbia. And what our citizens are actually asking us, to live in peace and in security, and to have a decent standard of living. So it is the moral responsibility of the wealthiest countries in Europe, among Switzerland belong to them, of course, to show solidarity, to give a little help to Serbia and to to our neighbors, in order to attain this. In order to catch up with the rest of Europe. On the top of that, we have 200,000 Serbian, also of Serbian origin, living in Switzerland. As I mentioned, they live, they work, they pay taxes. So it is normal that the Swiss government do show some solidarity towards the Serbian diaspora in Switzerland.
Podrške koju Republika Srbija, a govorim o tome na lokalnom nivou, dobija, učimo puno toga od Švajcaraca. Recimo, evo, gledajući mog prijatelja Aleksandra Gronauera, radimo veoma uspešno na lokalnom nivou reformu upravo poreza na imovinu. Naime, prateći onaj proces koji država već radi, a to je popis svih do sada nelegalno izgrađenih objekata, činimo, zahvaljujući podršci Švajcarske, naše lokalne samouprave održivijim, tako što ćemo sve te objekte upisati u odgovarajuće javne registre i samim tim povećati ne poreze, ne njihovu poresku stopu, već upravo opseg poreskih obveznika kako bi nam opštine mogle investirati u ono što je neophodno u, kako je to ambasador dobro rekao, bolji kvalitet života, naravno.
I gladly do this, and I can proudly say the new strategy is mutual trust and in a participative approach. And just one journalist asked me, do the municipalities really want your support? And I said, we would never support something which would not be a Serbian priority, and that's why our strategy is fully aligned with the Serbian reform priorities on its way towards European integration, and also to the Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development Goals. And maybe I can tell you a bit how we developed the strategy in that manner, in such a participative manner. We had the highlight was a workshop with all our partners, and I'm happy that many of them are here, so they share and know all the strategy already very much. And we together discussed during 2 days and identified and selected specific targets of Serbian reforms and strategies. And our strategy and all our efforts directly contribute to these goals. So that makes me very proud, and I think that's also a sign that like this we reach results, we achieve results, and we have clearly set targets and also baselines to steer our strategy. But I'm also very much impressed and on all the laws and reforms that are taking place and are elaborated in Serbia. And for example, in Switzerland it can take up to 10 years for a new law. So our focus in the new strategy and our support to Serbia is really the implementation of this strategy, because only an implemented strategy or an implemented action plan brings about benefits for the citizens and for improving the life of the people. And for this strategy, I cannot count all the results we achieved, but we asked some of the people we have been working with very closely in municipalities, in family businesses, individual persons, and I would like to invite you to listen and watch by yourselves what they have told us.
Thank you very much.
Swiss cooperation is all about people, support.
We can offer, it's in demand, so we offer significant support to Serbian municipalities, where the government is closest to its citizens, and where, as we heard, we are held accountable when we go through those votes and referendums, so we know what our customers, which are ultimately the people, what they demand from us, and I think we can then again bring something in this collaboration and support Serbia to make its democratic institutions and processes more efficient and effective. Then employment. Here, the government of Serbia has successfully pursued numerous fiscal, structural and